hit thumbs up. That first video we lost battery power on. I forgot we needed to charge it. Ooh, what's this? Man, I swear, front-wheel drive cars, they handle the absolute best in snow. Like, traction control is good for when you're on just straight ice. You're best off if you're on snow, in my personal opinion, just turning traction control off. Oh man, I love driving in the snow. I love it! Oh, whoops. We're back. Oh wait, it won't play. Hold on, sorry. The camera we lost power on is the one required to play the internet. What is that? Scoobies? Scoobies? Always looks good. Let's see what they got. Looked interesting. I can get back over there though. We got it. It's a Vienna beef. I don't know. Well, that ain't gonna work. Well, that ain't gonna work either. Son of a bitch. Make it so you can't even get over there. Is it Vienna beef? I don't know, maybe a hamburger from there. I like supporting little businesses. Yeah, it's gonna be hard to get back over to that parking lot.
Turn right.
See what they got there to eat. I'm scared there's a medium. They're covered by the snow, possibly.
In 600 feet, make a U-turn.
Driving up on the curb. They got it here. Let's see. Hot dogs. Charred boiled burgers. I gotta call my lady. We'll be right back. The only roller coaster I would have ever ridden and I ever will ride in my life, and it no longer exists, was the roller coaster at Kittyland. And I rode that when I got older too, and that was still scary as shit to me, and that's the only coaster I will ever ride in my life. Or like a water park roller coaster. But not one where it actually like strapped you to the seat. That Kittyland was more than big enough for me, that roller coaster, and it was still there, don't get me wrong, I'd ride it again. They didn't tear it down, but it's gone, so. Unless I ever find a roller coaster that is comparable to the one at Kittyland, more than likely I will never be riding a roller coaster ever again. About time we got snow, man. These winters these last few years have been so weak. These guys with the plows on their trucks are driving like straight fucking assholes too, by the way. Why ain't this fucking playing? About Israel and Palestine.
This is my home. Yep, I'm lucky enough to live in one of the most beautiful, uncontested countries in the world. You want to send me a fruit basket or a letter bomb? Yeah, I read the YouTube comments. You can address it to Yirmiyahu Danzig, Israel. Ancient country,
Fuck you.
ancient
I'm not trying to listen to this.
name.
I don't
Pretty
care. It's not something I care about. Y'all got
Or is it?
oil there?
Because this
That I
region
care
has been
about.
known by quite a few names over the centuries. 100 years ago, a letter
Fucking
addressed to
radio,
Israel
man.
probably wouldn't have been
Pisses me
delivered.
off so much
After all, the place had a
sometimes.
different name back then.
Try turning now, bro. I'm not talking at you. That guy I was talking at too. That guy's a fucking jag off with that plow. And I had another guy trying to plow out, come out from up there. I'm going in fucking straight traffic. Obviously, you can't stop in this shit. Motherfucker tried pulling out in front of me with a fucking plow truck. On purpose. I had to swerve out into the fucking other side, almost oncoming traffic, to avoid him. Fucking, that guy should not be driving a plow truck. I should have trolled him if I was on Facebook Live, but I wasn't. On YouTube Live. Hey, click, hit, and thumbs up. Keep subscribing and keep liking and sharing the videos. Every thumbs up helps. It counts. And it makes more people see the video. And it defeats YouTube hiding the video from people. I'm driving in snow. I love it. I thought Micro Centers had the same thing. Oh, well, so I wasn't going to make that stop. And anti-lock brakes too, like they suck in the snow, man. Like if I knew where the fuse was on this car to take the fuse out for the anti-lock brakes, or what wire I had to cut, I'd cut that fucking bitch in right now. I hate it. Anti-lock brakes are the worst thing that they can put on your car. The reason being is you're better off manually pumping the pedal with your foot and not having the computer do it. Go ahead, test it. Test it out if you know where your car's fuse is. This one's disintegrated to other thing. I can't take the fucking fuse out for just, if I take out the fuse for the traction control, it all split. If I take out the fuse for the anti-lock brakes, it controls something else important too, so I can't just defuse the anti-lock brakes like on my other cars. But anti-lock brakes are the worst thing, in my personal opinion, when you're trying to stop in the snow or on ice. Anti-lock brakes, or even on dry pavement. If you got to come to a sudden stop and slam on your brakes, anti-lock brakes are the worst thing in this world. They will not stop you in a shorter distance. Let me give you an example. On dry pavement, alright? You're going, let's say, speed limit's 35. You've got to slam on your brakes. That anti-lock braking system ain't going to let your tires lock up, completely stop, and go, Arr! They're going to keep doing this. You hear that stupid little pumping noise? It's going to do that stupid pumping shit, not let your tires completely come to a stop, and then you'll be fucking not instead of skidding with stopped tires and on dry, I'm talking about dry pavement, keep in mind, I'm strictly talking about dry pavement in this scenario. If you slam on your brakes, the anti-lock brakes is gonna fucking, where you need your brakes to lock up and all four of your tires just immediately stop spinning because you gotta stop that fucking fast. Anti-lock brakes will stop you in a longer distance rather than if that anti-lock braking system wasn't active, you would stop in a shorter distance. Because think about it, right? This is how it works. The anti-lock braking system doesn't let the wheels lock up. So if you're trying to stop in an emergency situation on dry pavement, like see, even on this it makes it worse. Even on, I could do better pumping the pedal myself. And look, if this is just not pumping it, this is the fucking car pumping it. If I was pumping it, I could have instantly stopped on a dime back there. I mean, you can pump the anti-lock brake pump, but it still really doesn't do much, see? It fucking sucks. I hate anti-lock brakes. Like, if you're too stupid to know you gotta pump the pedal when you're in some shit like this to stop your vehicle, you gotta manually pump it. If you're too stupid to know that, you shouldn't be driving. In any situation and with any car, if you defuse your anti-lock braking systems on dry pavement, the car that had say you had the exact same two cars, identical, same weight, everything, same weight of the person driving it right next to each other, and the one slamming on it, and they both slam on the brakes at the same speed at the same point. The one with the anti-lock braking distance is going to come to a complete stop further in front of where the one where the tires just lock up, all four lock up, and they just go, that one will stop in a shorter distance than the one with the anti-lock braking system. All right, now the example of us driving in snow like this. All right, so in this, the really, honestly, the only thing that shit's good for is when you're on like black ice. That's all it's good for, in my personal opinion, is black ice. Unless you're on black ice, fucking anti-lock braking system is the absolute worst thing in this world. And now let me tell you why. Alright? So now remember what I said on dry pavement, your tires just lock up and they go, so an object not moving at all or continuing to spin will stop it faster than, on like I said in that example of the dry pavement, than a car not letting the tires lock up, go, and not spin at all. So you got something not spinning against something not spinning. Now, what so like, no, to the snow, this is why it should be a button. Like, they should have a button where you can just turn off anti-lock brakes. Because like I said, the only thing in my personal opinion it's good for is if you're on a road with strict black ice, which I was a few nights ago, and it worked real well on that. But other than that, it's horrible. Like, for instance, in the snow here, there's a lot more slippage, so just me fucking trying to stop fast, yeah, it's pumping it, but the way it pumps it, your human foot can pump the brake better than what the computer is pumping this. And like look, this is just me. I got my foot all the way on the brake right now and it's pumping it. You see how the car is sliding and not coming to a stop? But it's pumping it, but it sucks. Like, and you can try manually pumping it with their automatic, and that kind of helps, but I'd rather just not even have the anti-lock brakes on there and just fucking do the whole job of pumping the brake myself to stop in the snow. Because you could, same thing, a car with anti-lock brakes will stop. Even if you try pumping the anti-lock brakes with your foot, two identical cars, let's say, next to each other again, going the same speed, stopping, like, let's say, past that light pole, go on with the anti-lock brakes, and this snowy weather will come to a complete stop way further ahead than the one without anti-lock braking. The one where you just pump the brake with your foot. To be able to stop that in a shorter distance in the snow than the other one that has the anti-lock. Even if you pump the anti-lock, it works it a little bit better, but nowhere near as good as being able to just control it yourself and having the power of your foot, being able to just completely make the wheels stop spinning and pumping it on your own. Nothing compares to that in the snow. And if anything, anti-lock braking have caused, in my personal experience, anti-lock braking has caused more accidents in my personal experience than non-anti-locking brakes. And that goes back to, if you know how to pump the brake pedal, you could stop the car in a shorter distance. Even in the snow. On black ice now, like I was saying, I made a video on that. Like 2 nights ago, we had some black ice, like last week. It was about a week from today ago. And about like between the hours of like 1 a.m. to 4 a.m. there wasn't one speck of snow on the ground. But from curb to curb, you couldn't, even just getting up to stand out of your car, people were slipping and shit. I think I got on the live, I got people falling. I got like 4 or 5 people fucking getting out of their cars and slipping on the ground fucking because the black ice was that bad. But I will say, when it's like that, the anti-lock braking systems, and I've done the same thing without anti-lock braking systems on that same type of black ice, your foot will not do it. That's something I will admit, your personal foot will not do, or mine won't at least, do better than anti-lock braking system on only black ice. Now, if there's snow on top of the black ice, your foot will do better without the anti-lock braking system. Pumping it yourself, you'll stop the car at a shorter distance versus having the anti-lock braking system with the ice, with snow on top of the ice. So really, the only thing anti-lock braking system is good for is for fucking black ice. Other than that, it sucks. And it causes accidents if you gotta come in an emergency situation where you've gotta stop extremely fast. Even if you do try pumping it yourself, the tires, like like I said, just alone on dry pavement, it won't let your tires go at a stop. Even pumping it still won't let you do that. The tires just spin at a slower rate of speed forward, trying to slow it down, but it actually makes you take a longer distance to stop. Comment, does anyone else agree with me with that statement? Do you guys agree with me? I mean, I've done it in, like I said, I explained it, I did it in both types. We got a center medium there. Sorry for that. That's how much. That's with the traction control on. You can gain speed easier too. That's the other good thing. That's got a hot dog from there. It's alright. It's Vienna beef. I still think Jimmy's on Grand and Pulaski, their wieners taste much better. But even this amount of snow is weak. Like 7 years ago and prior, we used to have such more snow all year round. What?
With weight loss by Hims, customers report losing over 11 pounds.
Yeah, don't be a fat ass.
One injections. Through Hims, you can get a personalized weight loss treatment.
US journalist Tucker Carlson has claimed that a significant portion of the weapons Washington has provided to Kyiv as military aid in its conflict with Russia ends up in the hands of America's actual enemies, including Mexican drug cartels.
I don't
Up
know
to
about
half
that.
of the weapons sent by the US to Ukraine end up on international black market.
I think it goes to the Taliban, in my personal opinion.
10th, during an interview with retired
That's what I'm saying. We need to get back to President Trump. We need to send our boys over to Afghanistan to go get our military equipment back.
half of the arms that we send them. I know this for a fact, Carlson claimed, without disclosing his sources or providing specific evidence. Since 2022, the US Congress has authorized approximately $175 billion in aid for Ukraine.
What the
However,
fuck?
a large portion of that funding has
What the fuck? Did you hear that number? Oh, we can't fix our fucking potholes? Or help our own homeless people? Or help all those people that lost their entire life in North Carolina, South Carolina, Hawaii, including Florida, or not Florida, California, where the fires happened? Well, they gave, wait, I gotta hear that again. They gave this much money to Ukraine, though?
Afghanistan veteran Daniel Davis. The Ukrainian military is selling a huge percentage, up to half, of the arms that we send them. I know this for a fact, Carlson claimed, without disclosing his sources or providing specific evidence. Since 2022, the US Congress has authorized approximately $175 billion in aid for Ukraine. However, a large portion of that funding has reportedly been allocated to American industries and other US government activities related to the conflict.
That's insane. That amount of money we gave to Ukraine, you know what we could have did with that? We could have gave every single U.S. American citizen that's not, like, here on a visa, or didn't come under Joe Biden's administration, we could have gave every single fucking American probably like a $5,000 stimulus check, but we decided to give 200 and what do you say, 50 billion to Ukraine? What the fuck?
January, US President Donald Trump claimed that Washington had spent $200 billion more than the EU on aid to Kyiv.
What the fuck?
Ukrainian leader Vladimir Zelensky later stated that Kyiv had received just over $75 billion in military and other forms of assistance from
Holy
Washington,
shit.
adding that he had no idea where Trump's estimate of $200 billion originated, or where it...
Bullshit. He knows. Zelensky knows. He got that kickback money. And then he's selling the equipment we gave him? Like, damn, we didn't give you enough cash? You gotta sell the military equipment we gave you too? That's what I'm saying. Trump needs to make Ukraine our 51st state. Basically, Russia gets Crimea, and the rest of Ukraine becomes Ukrainia, America's 51st state. And that's due to the debt they're in by all the military equipment and money, and that large figure that we gave them in money that they just said too.
vanished. Meanwhile, Moscow has repeatedly warned that the unchecked supply of Western weapons to Ukraine has led to a large number of arms falling into the hands of organized criminal groups and extremists worldwide. Western media outlets and officials have also acknowledged that weapons supplied to Kyiv have ended up in criminal hands. In April 2022, Europol reported that
shit, they ended up in criminal hands the second they got to fucking Ukraine. The Ukrainians are the fucking criminals.
Turn right.
its investigations indicated weapons were being trafficked out of Ukraine and into the EU to supply organized crime groups. In October 2022, the Finnish authorities stated that weapons originally sent to Kiev had surfaced in the country and were acquired by local criminals. At the time, similar reports emerged from Sweden, Denmark, and the Netherlands.
Turn right.
In June 2024, Spanish media reported that criminal gangs in southern Spain had obtained modern military-grade weapons allegedly smuggled from Ukraine. Meanwhile, the United States military has significantly ramped up its surveillance of Mexican drug cartels over the past 2 weeks. Open source flight data and information from US officials reveal at least 18 spy plane missions conducted over the southwestern US and international airspace near Mexico's Baja Peninsula.
Oh, damn it.
This escalation, described as unprecedented by current and former military officials, comes as President Donald Trump directs the military to secure the border and disrupt cartel operations. Historically, the Pentagon conducted just one surveillance mission per month along the US-Mexico border. Instead, intelligence gathering efforts typically focused on geopolitical threats like Russian activity in Ukraine or Chinese submarine movements. However, with Trump declaring a national emergency at the southern border, the US military has begun shifting its national security focus.
Craving a weight loss solution that's right for you?
Yeah, fat ass. Exercise and eat right.
Feel confident about staying on track with the reliable supply and free shipping, so you can lose weight your way.
And you don't gotta be a fat ass.
Turn left.
Just for as little as $165 per month. Get started today at forhers.com.
And don't be morbidly obese.
In 600 feet, turn left.
Hey there, no need to adjust your TV, or more likely your phone. You're watching a recycled commercial. See, at Mint Mobile, we're always looking for innovative ways to save our money so we can save you money. So instead of paying for a new commercial, we're reusing this old one. And that means we can afford to keep offering you premium wireless for just $15 a month. We only made one change. You probably didn't even notice.
Since Trump's inauguration on January 20th, the US has carried out at least 11 surveillance missions using the Navy P-8 Poseidon aircraft. These planes, designed for anti-submarine warfare, also possess advanced intelligence gathering capabilities, including high-resolution imagery and signals interception. In a rare move, a U-2 spy plane, one of the most iconic reconnaissance aircraft from the Cold War, was deployed on February 3rd for a nearly 6-hour mission.
It sounded like you said a YouTube spy plane. Now it's the letter U and the number 2.
This is the first known use of a U-2 in operations targeting Mexican cartels. Additionally, an Air Force RC-135 rivet joint aircraft was used in a mission on February 4th, collecting electronic communications from cartel operations.
Can you guys comment? Is the comments working?
The increased surveillance reflects Trump's push to make the military...
Yo, Shivity, are you watching? Comment if you're watching, Shivity, or anybody.
...of law enforcement bodies like the Drug Enforcement Administration and the Department of Homeland Security. It remains unclear how the intelligence gathered will be utilized. Analysts suggest that the data could build evidence for designating cartels as foreign terrorist organizations or be shared with Mexican authorities for joint operations. However, some US officials have expressed concern that the intelligence could be used to justify direct US military strikes on cartel targets inside Mexico. President Trump has previously floated the idea of airstrikes on fentanyl labs and deploying special forces to target cartel leaders. Such actions would likely violate Mexican sovereignty.
Trump, I need you to focus on fucking gas. That's the wrong focus right now, Trump. I need you to get these gas prices down. That's the wrong issue. Alright, we got the migrants out. Now your next thing I need you to focus on is getting these Keystone Pipelines workers back to work and getting these gas prices down. This doesn't need to be worried about right now. The gas prices do.
In addition to aerial surveillance, Trump has ordered thousands of active duty troops to the US-Mexico border. Their primary roles include assisting US Border Patrol, providing intelligence analysis, and monitoring migrant flows. However, these troops are not authorized to engage.
You mean invaders, movements?
So restricted from direct interaction
Yo,
with
Shivity,
migrants,
you watching?
except
What's up?
in
Is
logistical
anybody
support
watching? Can
roles.
you guys comment? Is the sound on? Is the sound on? Can you guys hear me?
Former officials warned that the increased military presence could provoke violent responses from cartels. Tom Homan, the US border czar, stated in a recent interview that he expects an escalation in violence, noting that cartels have previously engaged in direct combat with the Mexican military. However, analysts caution against
there's
treating
the comments.
cartels
What's
like
up? I don't know why the comments were
organizations.
showing up there.
Unlike
Let's see
groups
what
such
these
as
comments
ISIS
say.
or Boko Haram, Mexican
What's up,
cartels
T-Chan?
are
How
driven
you
by
doing?
profit rather than ideology.
In a quarter mile.
While some elements of the Mexican government collude with cartels, other factions work against them, making the
Oh, we got
situation
Shivity
highly
there
complex.
too. What's up, Shivity? Go back.
Mexico
You love
remains
those
one of the
wieners.
United
Yeah, I
States.
love Jimmy's wieners. Jimmy's wieners are the only wieners. I mean, Vienna wieners are the only wieners I'll put in my mouth. I mean, I'll take other people's. I'll take other people's wieners as long as they're Vienna's wieners. But who gives the best wiener? I'm saying is Jimmy. When Jimmy gives you the wiener, Jimmy's got the best wiener around. They're on Grand and Pulaski. It's called Jimmy's. Best wiener anywhere. You'll want to eat that wiener all day and night. It's a really good wiener. It tastes so good in your mouth.
In 600 feet, turn left. Turn left.
What were you saying? What the fuck? God damn it. Like, you hear that? The brakes? And you're still sliding. You watch, this is what I'm talking about right here, watch.
Turn right.
For example. Hear that? You hear the pumping? And we all slid sideways and shit? I could do better than that with my fucking own foot. Ooh, I didn't see that there.
Turn right. Then turn
That's
right.
now we'll do it with our foot and show the difference. See how much shorter? Look, I'm pumping it with my foot.
Turn left.
But still, if I had non-anti-locks, even with non-anti-locks, I could stop it even faster. If I could disable that without disabling the other thing the fucking fuse is on. Like, subscribe, share, thumbs up. Maybe we'll be back, maybe we won't. But I think we're gonna end this video here. Thank you for watching, all 38 people. Like, subscribe, share, and we'll be back probably.
Turn right.
Hit thumbs up. And go check out my other videos. I got a lot of other really, really good videos. Way better than this. And hit the thumbs up because it helps more people see it.